So it's been a few days and I think I want to try that waterfall again. You guys want to come with me? Well, too bad you're coming anyway. Let's go try to find that waterfall. Well, this is great news. The walking trails are open. You're still out of luck if you want to kayak though. So yeah, we got some great news. The walking trails are open. So now we'll just be able to go the easy way and won't have to go the other way that I heard rumors of. Wow, look at the steam coming off the river. Such a beautiful morning. Oh, it's a bit chilly out this morning, but we're on our way. Hopefully we'll find it soonish. Well, we're off the maintained part of the trail now, but we are headed in the right direction. And knowing you're going in the right direction always makes stuff like this a lot more enjoyable. Normally I think you'd have to find a different route, but since the water is so low, we get this nice easy walk right beside the river. Gosh, it's so pretty today. Well, unfortunately, this is as far as I can go because right around that corner, there's an active mining operation. So it looks like I'm going to have to hike all the way back and then go to the other location that I know, or that I have heard you can get to it from, which is like a drive up the road and then a walk down. But we're only at about the halfway point here, and we've been cut off from the mining because of the mining stuff. And you know, you just don't want to get in their way because they're doing a job, and then it's also not super safe. So we'll have to go around or do it on a weekend when they're not working. But yeah, we'll go to the other place and see if we can get in that way, and if not, we'll wait for a weekend and come back this way, because this way goes straight to it. It's just there's a whole mining operation in between me and said waterfall. My fat tuchus broke the bridge. Sorry, future people, you'll have to get muddy. So I will say, yay to these boots, they're super waterproof. I fell all the way in the water when the bridge broke. You got to celebrate the little wins, right? But you know, honestly, that's kind of like this whole adventure so far is really just a good metaphor for life. You set out goals at points throughout your life and you try to get to them, and you're not always going to succeed the first or the second try. Here we are with the second try. You either got to decide whether you're okay with just giving up and going on about your life, or pushing forward and achieving that goal, even if it takes a little longer. Now, I'm not going to say that you should always push forward, because there are times in your life where you're trying something and it's not working, and you really have to look at the information you're getting and say, hey, you know, this isn't working the way it is, so it needs a massive overhaul, and I need to come back at it a different way. Or, you know, I just need to stop because I'm not going to get the result in any way, form, or fashion with the tools I have at my disposal now. My general rule of thumb is if you're getting good feedback, even if it's small, even if the progress is slow, push forward. As long as you have the ability to, the funding to, the wherewithal to, like all of these things, you know, they matter. And so as long as you can do it, push forward with that goal. But if you're not getting any sort of positive feedback, if it's all negative, if, you know, it's telling you, hey, no, don't do this, stop it. Like, don't waste your time with something that's just not going to work. And some things just won't work in life. Like, life isn't a movie where everything always works out. Sometimes it just doesn't work. But like I said, that's not to say, you know, always give up or always go forward. It's one of those things that is the key to living a good life, is learning those outside stimuli, those little nuggets of information that you get that say, hey, move forward with this even if progress is slow, or hey, this isn't working. You've got to cut this out and approach something from a different angle. And it's just like this trip. Like, we're trying to go that way, right? But things aren't working that, like, we can't just go directly there, no matter how much we've tried so far. But we've gotten progress, because last time we couldn't get past those bollards. This time we made it past that bridge by about half a mile. So we're not being told to just quit. We're being told to move forward even though the progress is slower than expected. Stuff like that is just a good lesson to have in life. And if I can't find you a waterfall in this video, then I hope I can at least impart some wisdom so you'll stick around till we finally get over there. I mean, just look at that scene. Ugh, the sunbeams coming through the trees. Wow. So I looked it up, and we're early enough in the morning that the other location, which is the Georgia Aquatic Center, I'm not trying to hide that from anyone, is still closed. So they got their little gates closed off. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of waiting around for them to open, because again, I have, you know, paying work that I have to do, we'll wait till this weekend, but we'll take Heather with us because she'll love that, because she likes going to explore too, but not necessarily if there's no resolution. So now that we're very certain on where to go, I think it's safe enough to take her along with me. So yeah, we'll do one more day of this. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed what you've been seeing and me rambling about stuff, and hopefully imparting just a small amount of wisdom. Who knows, maybe it's just ramblings of a crazy person, but hopefully you enjoy it. So if you come from the Aquatic Center to find this waterfall, it's a trail-ish. It's not really a trail, but you can definitely make your way down to the river just past the mining equipment. We made it back to a normal trail. Heather was not convinced of my navigation abilities. I've never gotten us lost before. Where the waterfall is supposed to be at, but everything is dry, so who knows? But it sure is pretty, holy cow. We thankfully found some flowing water again. Holy crap, this is amazing. It exists, it's actually here. Oh, there's a really cool bird, hang on. Check it out. I am so freaking excited I finally found this place, because it was so hard to get to this whole time just because of the obstacles, but we're here and it's way bigger than I thought. It probably doesn't look it on camera. Holy cow, we made it. gonna get all my camera crap together and do my thing. All right, we're set up for long exposures, so let's talk about it. Here's the camera setup. On the front here, I've screwed in a 10-stop ND filter and stacked that with a circular polarizer. I've got my f-stop to f11, and then coming around here, you can see that will give me 20 seconds at the f11 thing to really smooth out that water. So let's get going with some of these shots. We did it! We found a waterfall! But that was thoroughly enjoyable. I'm glad we finally found it after me trying so hard to get here. I'm glad that it was bigger than expected too. That was a pleasant surprise. We've decided to call this area the Valley of the Spiders. There's huge spiders here. And then we gotta go up the Stinky Chasm, is that what you said? Because it smells like sewage. And as always, I hope to see you out there. Bye.